Hey guys, well we all know 2016 is almost over and 2017 is almost upon us, and 2016, what a year this has been for superhero and comic book movies. This has been the best, most diverse, most ambitious year for comic book movies yet. We've had 6 comic book movies this year alone, so what better time I thought than to rank all 6 of them from my favourite to least favourite, best to worst. Now, of course, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not saying you have to agree with this list. You may agree, you may disagree, but as long as we all can talk about it and have fun in the comments, that's all I ask. Now, number 6. Oh boy, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for putting this at the bottom. Captain America Civil War. I know you're all pissed off. You're ready to just dislike this video and give me all the hate comments in the world for putting what everyone considers to be the best superhero, if not the best movie of 2016 at the very bottom. But I do not hate this film. It is not a bad film. It is a great film. It is truly fantastic. It is the best of the Captain America trilogy. It ended the Captain America trilogy near perfectly on a high note. The Russo brothers, Anthony and Joe Russo, did a phenomenal job. They topped even the Winter Soldier. You got the motivations of Cap and Tony, and it brilliantly set up a friendship between Cap and Bucky, and the airport battle was absolutely epic, one of the best action scenes in any comic book movie, and the final battle between Cap, Bucky and Tony was truly powerful. It was gripping stuff, but the reason why I don't quite think it's as awesome or as perfect or the masterpiece everyone says it is because, well, the villain really, I don't remember the villain at all. He didn't really need a villain because the ideology and the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man was enough. But nonetheless, great film, another win in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it brilliantly introduced Black Panther and Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I cannot wait for their movies in 2017. So yeah, Captain America Civil War, it's a great movie, but for me, it's just my least favourite. 5 on my list is the movie that everyone hates and everyone would put at the absolute bottom, but I actually liked. Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice. I know what you're thinking. You're speechless. You think, Harry, you put Batman vs Superman above Civil War. Are you crazy? But yes, I acknowledge Batman vs Superman is not a perfect film. It really needed more of Batman and Superman because they only meet 3 times, and the title fight, it does only last about 10 minutes, but the title fight that we did get was epic, and everyone hates the Martha scene, but I think that's such a powerful moment for Batman when he wishes he could have saved his mother, and that was a brilliant, even if it wasn't abrupt, way to bring Batman and Superman together. Ben Affleck, one of the best Batmans we have ever gotten, and Jeremy Irons are awesome as Alfred. You can't go wrong with him. Amy Adams are still good as Lois Lane. She actually was useful to the plot, and the opening with the shooting of Bruce Wayne's parents and the destruction of Metropolis, absolutely epic, masterfully done. Zack Snyder captured the comic book tone of this film perfectly, which proves he is the director to do the Justice League, even if many would disagree. Yeah, and the ending with the death of Superman and the formation of the Justice League, it left me gripped. It left me questioning, where is the Justice League going to go from here? That is one of my most anticipated movies of 2017. So yeah, Batman vs Superman. If you may hate it, and I won't change your mind, but I don't think it was nearly as bad to deserve only a 27%. It deserved a way higher score on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie that launched the biggest Halloween costume of the year is my number 4th choice, Suicide Squad. Just like Batman vs Superman, it was hated on by critics, got only a 26%, can you believe it? But really underrated in my opinion. This movie got the comic book feel perfectly. It's great fun. It combined a fun and a dark tone. Margot Robbie absolutely fantastic as Harley Quinn. This is her best role to date, and Viola Davis awesome as Amanda Waller. Will Smith giving one of his most legitimate best performances as Deadshot. Jai Courtney was surprisingly actually good as Captain Boomerang, and uh, I know people say characters like Killer Croc didn't have much to do. He was just in the background, but he had more to do than most said, and the makeup on Killer Croc was spectacular. Yeah, I loved the team. They genuinely worked well together and shared some powerful scenes, and the soundtrack is wonderful. I love the Queen song in the trailer, and Jared Leto, not the best Joker, and should have been the villain of the film rather than Enchantress, but even if he's not Heath Ledger, he's good enough. And David Ayer very confidently said, "Fuck Marvel" at the world premiere. He had balls to do that, which shows how confident he was this movie would be a success. And even if it wasn't critically, it was commercially, thankfully. It made like 700 million. It proved the critics and the haters wrong. So, Suicide Squad, yeah, great, another great DC movie. Cannot wait to see these characters again. Now, Sherlock Holmes himself plays a superhero with magic as my third choice. Doctor Strange, that's right, the latest movie in Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're on the 14th film, and it hasn't lost any of its mojo. In fact, it's only getting better. Benedict Cumberbatch, perfect as Doctor Strange. He's awesome in anything he does. First Sherlock, Smaug, and now Doctor Strange. Rachel McAdams actually was there to serve a purpose more than just the love interest. She actually helped see his good side. Tilda Swinton, truly fantastic as the Ancient One. The visual effects phenomenal. This is the best looking of the Marvel films so far. Mads Mikkelsen, truly intimidating as the villain, who was not just a one-dimensional villain as many say. I thought you could actually get where he was coming from. It was an absolute blast from start to finish, and so inventive and unique and different from the other Marvel movies, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again, yeah. And I cannot wait to see Doctor Strange team up with the Avengers. Scott Derrickson, please direct another movie. Now, these last two movies on my list have two things in common. They are both X-Men movies, and they are both classics. My second choice, Deadpool. Many of you may be shocked and surprised that Deadpool isn't number one, but boy does it come close. I totally agree with you guys. This movie is a masterpiece, and it took everyone by complete surprise. It completely made up for that shitfest, that pathetic excuse for Deadpool in X-Men Origins Wolverine, which was complete shit, that movie, and this movie was an apology for that, and it was the best apology we could have asked for. Ryan Reynolds, perfect as Deadpool, just his humour, his comedic timing, his skills, and even the costume looks like Deadpool, and he had a compelling love story where he gave himself up to a gang who could cure him of cancer, then his wife is taken from him and he goes down on a revenge path, and you root for him all the way. I even love the X-Men he teams up with, like Colossus and so on, and the action scenes were so awesome, so much fun, and it has made history by being the highest grossing R-rated superhero film of all time, and well deserved. It wasn't afraid to go all out in blood and gore. Deadpool will become just such an iconic figure in movie history. He will become a landmark superhero. When I went to London Comic Con, I saw like 100 Deadpools. So yeah, Deadpool, it's a classic. Deadpool would be number one if not for my number one choice that will shock you all. X-Men Apocalypse. Yes, a movie that is incredibly underrated. The critics were really harsh. It only has a 56% on Rotten Tomatoes. I am absolutely against the critics on this one. I absolutely love this film. It is my favourite X-Men film. The opening in ancient Egypt was so incredibly done, and Apocalypse is without question the biggest threat the X-Men has ever faced. Oscar Isaac absolutely hit the nail on the head with that role, and it had the most compelling storyline for Magneto I've ever seen. Because of a tragedy that happened with him and his family, he was manipulated to join Apocalypse. It was truly heart-wrenching stuff, and all of the performances all around top-notch from everyone. James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Sophie Turner, Jennifer Lawrence, and not a single bad performance to be found here. Bryan Singer has proven he is the one and only director for X-Men. There are some truly powerful, astonishing scenes here. When Magneto unleashes his power in front of Apocalypse at Auschwitz, and the nuclear scene, the Quicksilver scene, tops even the Quicksilver scene from Days of Future Past. The Wolverine cameo was awesome, if brief. The final battle, absolutely epic. And when Jean Grey unleashes her powers as the Phoenix, are so incredible. You just go at that point, damn, this movie is awesome. And this is certainly the darkest of the X-Men movies with the highest stakes. It wasn't afraid to go dark. Does it have a simple story of a bad guy wanting to end the world and heroes having to team up to defeat him? Absolutely, but I don't mind that. In an age where we get to highly sophisticated and deep superhero movies like The Dark Knight and Captain America Civil War, it's nice to have a more simplistic superhero movie that we used to get in the days when there didn't have to be cinematic universes. So yes, X-Men Apocalypse, you may disagree with me, but I think it is the best superhero movie of 2016. So that was my ranking of the 2016 superhero movies. I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this list. And what's your ranking? What do you think of these superhero movies we've had this year? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Google+. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.